Hello guys, welcome back. This is another episode of Gunpla Re-Review. I'm Spicy Build, and today we're going to be looking at some high-grade Gundam C kits. So, obviously these kits are quite old, and one of them is actually from the main anime series. This particular one is from the Gundam C side story, Stargazer. And yeah, we're gonna start off by looking at the Stargazer first. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. High grade seed. Obviously this line is long discontinued. Obviously released in 2006. And here we have the Stargazer Gundam. It's probably one of the most underrated Gundam kits out there. This one is actually very well designed. And here we have the side of the box right here. Retail price is 1,600 yen. You can probably get this kit in Japan for about 14 US dollars. This kit is a little bit harder to find right now because I think it's currently out of print in 2018. Here we have the instruction manual for the Stargazer. It's got some pretty cool gimmicks. Also, it's got multiple sticker options. Basically, you can apply the blackout stickers, or you can use the the shiny stickers, which is what I did here. And obviously this was featured in the anime Gundam C Stargazer, and it fought the Strike Noir. And you can see what you can do is you can attach both kits to the base provided right there. And you can do this, I guess, this battle diorama scene. Very nice. Okay, so obviously the coolest thing about this kit are these effect parts. So these rings are actually really nice. Basically, you just sit on, attached to this piece of the action base. Well, this is more just like a stand, not an action base. But yeah, you can see that, and then you have the ring which you can rotate. Or articulate. You can have it, different ways if you like. Let's see. The middle ring is probably gonna have to stay stationary because of this whole back section right there. So yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this guy off the base. It just plugs in like that, and then you can leave this piece alone right there. Very nice. For accessories, it's got this beam rifle right here. More like a beam pistol, not like a rifle. The Stargazer is designed for exploration. So, yeah. It's a pretty solid kit overall. The only flimsy part is probably the shoulders. As you can see, the design on this shoulder section is very interesting. It's a double ball peg. And sometimes that ball peg in the shoulders isn't really... well, yeah, sometimes it's not, I don't know if it's like the peg is too small or not, but sometimes, with the pistol attached, the arms sometimes like to droop a little bit, which is a little bit disappointing. But other than that, I don't have any real problem with this kit. Now on the back here, there's also extra thrusters here for, mobility. It is designed for space exploration, so yeah, it's very interesting. Obviously, I applied these, I guess, gold color foil stickers on here, so it looks a lot more interesting versus the one, the blackout one that comes with this kit. And the most awesome thing about this kit is the backpack. The backpack is very nice. You can have it displayed, in various different shapes, well, various different ways. You do have to reposition these rings if you want to have it display, in a different fashion. So, yeah, you can have it like, flayed out, like, if it's like something like this. Yeah, like that. Or you can use this thing as a stand for the kit. believe it or not. This is actually a very interesting gimmick. So you rotate that, you connect the ring again, like so, and you use it as a display stand. Very interesting. It's not like the best design because it barely just gets the Stargazer off the ground. But yeah, you can have something like that. Okay, well, let's talk about the articulation. Let's just go ahead and remove the backpack right there. It's kind of outdated because you know, this kid is over what, like 13 years old at this point. The foot can hinge forward. There's a ball joint for the feet. This is a double joint in the knee, believe it or not. That's actually not too bad, surprisingly. Unfortunately for the hip section, it's a ball joint to the polycap, so that's very outdated. We have articulated side skirt, front skirt. We have waist articulation, and we do not have an ab crunch. That's basically just the polycap in the waist section doing all the movement. Obviously, the head is on the hinge. The hinge is inside the chest, and the head sits on the ball joint. And we got the double ball joint for the shoulders, which I think is I don't know. This is a questionable design, as you can see. If you have anything attached to the hand that adds weight to the kit, if you put it in this position, it'll like to droop down. So anyway, shoulder can go perpendicular, a little bit higher due to this very interesting design. This is something I don't see very often in any Gunpla kits. Maybe it's just something from the you know, the Gundam C's high grades. But anyway, got the bicep swivel, single bend at the elbow, and a ball joint for the wrist. Now the wrists also have this very nice hinge, so you can move that up and down if you like. And this hand is not a ball joint; it's just a straight peg. Well, actually, you know, it's I think it's a ball joint that goes inside this. This is not a polycap. This is a hard plastic section. So actually, that's very unique. I completely forgotten about that. Yeah, this is a very interesting kit. And you know, if you do like it, I definitely recommend trying to find one. If you can, this is definitely a very unique kit. And we got the beam pistol, which is actually nice. It's got part separation there. Pretty cool. Alright, and that's pretty much it. The accessories is mostly a beam pistol and the stand and the backpack. Now, one interesting fact, if you did get the Build Fighter version, well, that's actually based on the Hyakushiki. You can use the backpack on the Stargazer, on that Luna Gazer. So, something that you can do. Alright, so anyway, now we're going to talk about the Dom Trooper. So obviously, this is the Gundam C version of the Dom. And this guy is actually pretty interesting because the proportion on this guy is actually not bad. Consider, you know, it's based on the Dom. You know, some of the Zeon kit tend to have like a big squarish midsection, which looks a little bit silly to most people. The proportion on this guy is definitely very, very different from what you would see from, you know, something from Principality of Zeon. Obviously, this is not Zeon, this is Zaft. But yeah, as you can see, this is very, very nicely proportioned. This is probably my favorite version of the Dom, even though it's not from the Universal Century. But yeah, everything about it is nice. The only problem is just, you know, the kit is pretty old, and you know, it can't really hold its weapon properly, I guess, because the beam bazooka like to flop around quite a lot, and you do need to do quite a bit of painting. You do have to paint in all these thrusters here. All these are not part separation, these are all painted in. So yeah, it's nice that it comes with a beam shield. This is something that you don't see on a typical Dom. Oops, drop that apart. In the Universal Century. I mean, they're capable of using beam weapons, but you know, they don't have that advanced technology. And we have beam saber, believe it or not. That's actually pretty cool. And to use a beam saber, obviously you have to take apart the hand, stick that in here, and there we go. And this is also a very interesting design. This is like a reverse ball joint. So yeah, this is not something you see very typical, like a ball joint polycap that goes into the hand. That's a very weird design. You can pretty much bet that there's not going to be a revive version of this kit. I don't think it's possible. I don't know. But yeah, I think Bandai will probably do like a revive Gundam before they do like a revive Dawn Trooper. But either way, this is a very nice kit. We also have two open hand options. One is more like with the finger all connected, and one with the finger splayed out. So that's pretty cool. Well, should we talk about the articulation? Well, the articulation is pretty old anyway. It's just a typical ball joint here. This is technically a double jointed knee, which is very interesting to see on the DOM. And you know what's sad? To this day, we still haven't have a high-grade revive version of the DOM. The only one we have is the Origins DOM prototype DOM, which that's actually not a bad kit, but I prefer, like, you know, get a high-grade revive version of any DOM. Okay, and obviously we got the ball joint to the polycap here, very old style articulation. We got the ball joint here for the hips. No, the waist, not the hips. But anyway, yeah, it's getting late. The back screw kind of just came off on me, as you can see right there. This is probably something you want to glue in if you don't want to deal with issues. Let's go ahead and pop that back in. Head is on the hinge and the ball joint, so you can articulate that. It's severely hindered. And then we have this very unique design right here. The shoulder armor is sandwiched between the peg and the shoulder section, but we do have the butterfly movement right here. Arm can go perpendicular, bicep swivel right there, and we have a single bend at the elbow, and obviously the very interesting polycap ball joint that goes into the forearm. And other than that, that is pretty much it for the this episode of Gunpla review. Let me know what you guys think. I think next we are going to explore something a little bit more interesting, something that we don't see very often in Gunpla as well. So yeah, hope you guys stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.